Hello, I'm Courtney. What's up and welcome to Book Talk. Today I'm going to be discussing Miss Mayhem by Rachel Hawkins. And if you don't know what this book is about, this is the sequel to Rebel Belle, which I read in April, and I adored that book. And I just finished Miss Mayhem about 2 hours ago, and it took me about a week and a half to read, which is good for me, I guess. And I liked this book a lot. It wasn't as good as the first one because nothing can top Rebel Belle, but this book was worth my time and worth the read. And I am glad I read it because I learned some things that were important, and I'm glad I know those things now. But it wasn't as good as Rebel Belle. This wasn't as like action-packed or funny or cute. It was like the opposite of that, and I just felt like, in a way, this book was kind of boring, which I will discuss. But and I hate saying that this book was boring because Rebel Belle was not boring, but then this was, and it makes me really sad to say that. But if you don't know what Rebel Belle is about, I'll leave a link down below to my Rebel Belle book talk if you want more synopsis for that, because I really can't give you a synopsis for Miss Mayhem unless you've read Rebel Belle, because if you haven't read Rebel Belle and I give you a synopsis for Miss Mayhem, you're gonna be very confused on what this series is about, because it's very confusing. So like I said, I'll leave a link down below to my book talk. And so if you haven't read Rebel Belle, read Rebel Belle, then read Miss Mayhem, and then come back and we can discuss Miss Mayhem together. So leave now. Leave. Because I'm gonna spoil you if you stay. So leave now. Go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, so Miss Mayhem by Rachel Hawkins. The people who have read this book stayed, and the people who haven't read it have left. This is your last warning. You better leave right now if you haven't read the book. So leave now. Last warning. Leave. 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 Okay, everyone should be gone now. Everyone's gone. You should be gone. Okay, so let's discuss Miss Mayhem now. We're reunited with our gang. It was nice being with our gang again. Not really, because half the time I either liked someone or I didn't. For example, Harper. I don't really know how I exactly feel about Harper. Like in Rebel Belle, I wasn't exactly sure how I felt about her either. She's definitely not like a favorite of mine. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, Harper Price from Rebel Belle is my favorite character of all time. No, that's a big lie. She's like in the middle. Like, I don't hate her, but I don't love her either. She's just in between. I just like her, you know? And obviously David's my favorite, but I don't know if David's my favorite anymore because of the ending. I was very upset with the ending, and I'll talk about that later on. But I think my favorite in this book was B, because B was just awesome, and we get B back, and B is a paladin now, a paladina, however you say that word. I don't care if I'm saying it wrong. I don't care. You can't change me. But B was my favorite because she kicked the most butt, and I love her. She's just, she's so cool, okay? I don't know if, how much I liked her in Rebel Belle. I think I liked her, but now I love B. She's awesome. And her and Ryan are so cute, and I knew that was gonna happen. But like, I knew it was gonna happen because right after Ryan and Mary Beth broke up, I was like, B's gonna get with Ryan. They're gonna get together. Sparks, they're flying. It's gonna happen. And then guess what? It did happen. I knew it. I was just like, boom. I predicted something right for a change, because my theories are always wrong. So when I get something right, I'm very proud of myself. But yeah, B and Ryan are really cute. Why was Harper so upset about that? I mean, she wasn't upset, but like, in a way she was angry, and I was like, but why? You guys have been broken up for a while, and just, why? Don't ruin the relationship because it's adorable, okay? It's cute. And they better not break up or else my heart will be sad. And it's weird. Ryan's been in so many relationships. He went out with Harper and married Beth and now B. Is he gonna get a new relationship in the third book? Cause like, he better not. He has to stay with B. And is there going to be a third book? Because I was talking about this to my friend earlier and she doesn't think there's gonna be a third book. And so now I'm very worried. So leave comments down below if there's gonna be a third book or not. Because I need a third one. I need a third one. But let's talk about favorite scene. My favorite scene, I don't know if I have a favorite one or not. All scenes with David. No, because David's not my favorite anymore. Yeah, David, yeah, I mean, I liked David in the beginning, and then I kind of like just realized that I like didn't like him anymore when they broke up. Oh my goodness. When Harper and David broke up, I didn't cry, but like just reading that scene just made my heart shatter into 5 million little pieces. They're all on this floor right now. I'm just kidding. But I did not see that coming. When I read that, I was just like, wait, this isn't, no, this is not happening. This is not real. No, stop it. And in a way, they kind of both broke up with each other because he kind of brought up breaking up, but he didn't say he wanted to break up. He said the opposite. He was like, look, I don't want to break up. But then she was like, oh, it was like he was listing all these things, and then she was like, oh, you can cross one of those things off your list, and he was like, I don't want us to break up. So technically, she broke up with him because she said, oh, you can cross girlfriend off. But she was blaming him. But in a way, it wasn't his fault. So in a way, it was both of their faults. I'm sorry if this is sounding highly confusing, but I blame both of them because David should have never brought up breaking up, and Harper should have never said that. And then what made it worse was because when they were hanging out that one night after the golf course vision theme, Bob, which was really weird. I didn't understand that at all. They talked to each other and they started making out, and you know, the chapter ends with like, oh, there was no more words after that. You know, obviously they had sex, you know, it was kind of obvious because they were like, oh yeah, about last night, and I was just like, you two did it. You two little dirty people did it last night. And I thought that meant they were back together when they were saying all those things. And he even said, I love you. But that still didn't mean they were back together. And I was just like, are you kidding me? And then at the end with the letter on the computer, and I was just like, are you kidding me? This is like what happens on the TV shows. The guy leaves and he leaves her a letter, and I was just like, oh. Okay, I talked too long about them. I'm very sorry. Yeah. Oh my, okay. I might as well talk about this ending. So the whole Miss Pine Grove pageant thing. I think my favorite scene was when Bee and Harper are fighting, and all of a sudden they're on stage, and then her Aunt May's like, performance arts in their Aunt Jewel's like, it's a part of the show, you guys. And Aunt Jewel just saved her back. I really liked that. But oh my gosh, I can't believe Bee and Ryan went behind her back. And the ending, I'm kind of confused on what exactly happened, cause like it still doesn't make sense. Was I the only one confused with it? Cause it was really confusing and weird. But like Bee and Ryan, David had this plan for him to escape, and then it went wrong, and then Alexander was like dying and becoming old, and then he was like, oh yeah, since David's gone, you guys don't have your powers. And I guess in a way it makes sense, because David, he was like destroying the whole town and destroying all the wars so he could escape. So he betrayed Bee and Ryan in their plan. But like still, there's something about it, I just can't piece the whole plan together. So if someone wants to write down what happened, like step by step, I would love that. I doubt someone would do that, but if you did, I would love you forever. But David has to come back. David, you're coming back. There has to be a third book so David can come back. He has to. Harper can't be alone. Who is she gonna end up with? It has to be David, obviously. So the only reason we need a third book is to find David. And even though that letter was really nice and it kind of made me like him again, I was just like, but you left her. No, I shouldn't be liking you, but I still do. Like, I love him. Even though he's an idiot, I still love him. But yeah, David, you need to come back now. ASAP. Please come back now. I can't believe he left us. But yeah, those are my overall thoughts. I don't think I even share my thoughts. I just share stuff about what happened in the book, how I felt over like 2 big things. I'm sorry. I don't remember much because like nothing really happened in the book except like little tiny adventures. Like I felt like there was no storyline. It was just little tiny adventures, like, you know, the sequel to Atlantis, The Lost Empire. If you don't know what that is, it's a Disney movie. It's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. And there's a sequel to it, and the characters like just go on all these different adventures, and there's not really like a story. And that's how I felt reading Miss Mayhem. And so yeah, I just wish more happened. I wish it was more exciting. Like, for example, those whole trials things, those were not exciting. If you read Axar by Sarah J. Maas, those trials Farrah goes through, those are exciting. But the trials she goes through are stupid. Like her English hall getting on fire and the whole funhouse thing, and there's not even a third trial because they cancel the trials. Why? I don't exactly know, because they didn't explain it in the book. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the book. I don't know how exactly I feel about the book, even though I gave it a 90% on GOODREADS and 4 stars, which is weird. But like I gave it a higher percent than Rebel Belle. I don't know why. But yeah, that's how I overall felt. Please share your thoughts in the comments below overall, how you felt on Miss Mayhem. And if you like this book talk, give it a big thumbs up. If you want to watch more book talks, click the subscribe button down below. And I'm Courtney, and I will see you all next time with a new video. Bye! Yo!